Welcome everyone on the first part of building a huge Lego MOC of the Ravenbrook city from Hello Neighbor 2. This MOC will be the biggest one that we have ever built. I plan to recreate most of the locations that are met along the way of our game and stretch the building for about 5 series. The bakery, the houses of Neighbor, Hunter and of course huge museum where Neighbor keeps his son Aaron. Just look at the views. At first sight you fall in love with the city and its atmosphere. And now, can you just imagine the scale of the future MOC? Cause in addition to the buildings we will create all terrain. Roads, trees, stones, grass and even the river. So the work is going to be not easy. Putting on the floor some of the base plates, I can just approximately estimate how big would be our MOC at the end, but something tells me that it turns much bigger. I assembled some of my Lego sets and scenes from my animations, and now all my box is full of bricks and ready to build the biggest MOC on this channel. For this work I just ask you to watch the video until the end, smash like and write in the comments what should I build in the Ravenbrook city in the next series. Let's make through all our ideas. I decided to start building with the Hunter's house. It stands lonely on the island near the lake and a small river. The forest is behind, in front we have white bridge that leads us to the neighbor's house. Besides there is another way across the river made of stones. We are going to start building with a landscape around the house, cause this structure stands on a hill and we ought to first reconstruct it from Lego and just then create the house. I am standing to grey base plates and now we need to recognize which color would be more accurate for the sand under the water. In the game we see more dark shades, so for our basement we will use dark tan plates. Moreover, I tried to create stones and it turned out to be more complicated than I used to think, and have made just 3 stones I spent about 2 hours. Look how I put 10 plates imitating curves of the river. Then I fix stones and water lilies that grow directly from the river on all its lands. Now I have some problem with blue transclear details. It turns out that I don't have much of them, but in my boxes there are a lot of dark blue and green plates. So I decided to use dark blue to imitate depths of the lake and green to imitate swamp. So there it is. On the each edge of the river I put white transclear plates, as well as surrounded stones by them. It makes our MOC to look more natural, causes water closer to the coast as it much clearer. And from some angles the river looks as real. It is Lego magic. I start to raise our landscape, creating sand coast. I will combine tile plates with usual ones for detailization. Grey plates help me to lift up the level, and then I put ahead the main color. It would repeat on the next steps. Basically we need to leave the coast for about 3-4 bricks up. That is, as you know, the minifig scale. The sand by itself looks boring, but then we will decorate it by green plants, grass and it will look much better. The next step is to cover all terrain in the main olive green color, where the hunter's house would stand on. This shade 100% used to the original and looks awesome. Let's repeat the same that what with the 10 pieces. Combine tiles, round and usual plates to get the detalization that looks fantastic and realistic from the distance. The place for Hunter's house is done, and now we can clearly understand where it would stand. According to the original game, house is really massive and it goes deeply to the forest. If we build it the same size, it will take all our details and space, so I will create it rather narrower. Underneath there is grey base, on the next levels orange planking. Putting the foundation, look how we can make walls with more detail. To be our MOC more natural, the windows should stand on one stud behind the main wall. Side wall is the same color, grey, but with a white door. On the other side of the house the building isn't so easy. White bricks help us to close the back of the house, at the same time yellow pieces we use to make entrance at the hunter's house, and on those bricks we will glue stickers of yellow planks to make the same result as the original. Exactly this is the only way to imitate the texture of an old yellow wood. Our previous Hello Neighbors MOCs were with the same feature. Now let's look what I've done. I added 2 small brown roofs ahead the entrances. Besides, there are some overhangs along the first floor, as in the original house. I've tried to invent something similar, so let's fix it. Actually, the walls of our Lego house are very breakable, and if you push them too much, they will fall into pieces. This is a pay for detalization. It is weird that the house don't look so big now, but at the end you will be really surprised. Okay, let's create the stickers for the walls. I printed 4 lists of stickers. Now I ought to cut each wall section of the house by its outline, and as you've noticed there are much of these wall sections. Plus the windows make our work more difficult. Let's start with the first floor. Look how the house is changing. We downloaded the correct texture pack. The same process do with the second floor, and our house step by step is growing up. You don't even imagine how it was to glue and to cut all the stickers. Any mistake and you start again. But I think the house looks really familiar now, and the result is worth it. The roof is next our step. I've made some curves on the sides to put on them our future roof. According to the original house, I've been keeping in my mind that there is some tower on the top that we have to repeat. So I've built an extra support from the brown bricks already, and upon it we will fix the roof. The detalization of the roof I decided to realize with 3 colors: brown as a basis with dark brown and medium nougat. Now it's time for the most complicated part. Did you see this weird tower? What is it? How should I build it? It's just levitating in the air and is supported by thin sticks in a curved position, and I don't know how to build it. Just after 2 days of fighting with myself, misunderstanding of how to complete the tower, I took all my skill and power and made something. I can't tell differently. However, the thing is really similar to the original house, so it's okay. Some sort of rubbish. In theory the house is complete, and now we can go to the next step, landscape design. I should complete one more layer of plates around the building, put grass, trees, arrange some accessories and of course minifigures. We will create Hunter by itself and Quentin Cornelius. The brown fence in a semicircle and the trailway highly improved our MOC. The landscape is fully complete now, and we may plant grass and put accessories, and you will see how fantastic the house would be. I've made white bridge that will lead through the river, blue street light, we need 2 of them, bench, boards, some stumps from fallen trees and safe that will hide behind blue boards as in the game. Let's put everything on our MOC. The next step is to plant. Near the swamp we stand some dark green leaves to make this place fuller. In front of the house I put leaves with the same color as basement. Besides I made trees, bright green is an odd one, I got rid of it, but others are really nice looking by color. It was so complicated to find proper Lego white hats for Hello Neighbors heroes, with glasses, mustache, so I created yellow ones, cause in my collection a lot of yellow hats. So here it is, Hunter and Quentin Cornelius. To customize Hunter's figure, I went to the sewing shop and tried to find proper textile for his apron. Behind the scenes I've put everything else on our MOC, but now let's enjoy the work that we've made. Now there are grass and dark green bushes across the coast. Neighbor is overseeing the construction process, standing under the tree. I hope he is happy of the result. Quentin is looking for Hunter, standing with Cam on the bridge. I don't have much Lego pieces of water, but the swamp suits great in the smoke, as the dark spots of the lake. Just look at the Hunter's trap. That is used to catch annoying journalists. Sneaky Hunter by itself is standing on the stairs with his gun. You don't even imagine that it was just the first episode of our building. What we are going to do in the next series? You can write in the comments. Neighbor's house, museum or what? Smash like, subscribe to this channel and see you in the next episode.